All the Smoke, day 2, man. Pump Gala 2024, Jack. Yesterday was dope.
Yeah.
We was able to sit down with Tim Hardaway,
Yeah.
the Big O, Dominique Wilkins. Then we got a chance to go to the
21.
What was the shit called? The reception where we got to fellowship a little bit.
Yeah, we did our
Drink,
thing. We
smoke,
shine.
grab
Yeah.
some food, grab
yeah.
some dinner after.
The fan heads, whatever they call them shits.
Them shits was dope.
Yeah, that shit. I ain't never had one of them shits in there.
Me neither.
He got more chicks than I did last night. It was on him.
Fathead Jack
Taking
had some
pictures.
hoes.
Yeah, I got like 4 pictures of people taking pictures with sticking their tongue out. I'm like, the real one over here.
No, they off him.
Yeah, they off him. Like,
Yeah, he violent. But man, today we get to start day 2 off on the right foot, man. I saw bro downstairs in the lobby when I went to go get somebody. So I ain't seen him in a minute. We chopped it up a little bit, and I was like, bro, you free tomorrow by chance? He was like, yeah, man, whatever you need. So
one of my real brothers,
it was a surprise for you.
Yeah, that was a great surprise.
It was a surprise
Somebody
for you,
I
man.
really love, man. That's my real brother.
Introduce who we got today, man.
Man, my classmate, somebody that a lot of people don't know. He was one of those guys that, you know, they always talk about all these basketball players that could have went professional in 2 sports. Well, he was ahead of his time. He was a
dual athlete,
All-American quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in our class, and also one of the best basketball players, point guards in our class, you know, along with Kobe Bryant and Mike Bibby and all of us. So he was somebody that I grew up with in summertime playing at camps with. Like we basically made a name for ourselves together in those camps coming up because neither one of us was really known coming from small cities.
What
coming
age?
From Flint.
What age were you?
15, 16.
Okay.
Coming from Flint and coming from Port Arthur, Texas, little small cities. So we became brothers, and we still doing our thing right now. So it's a blessing to have him on the show today. My brother Mateen Cleaves.
Man, welcome, bro. Welcome.
That's one of the best intros I've ever did too. You dig? So you know it was genuine. Fuck you mean?
Now, I want to get to it. Before we get to the class of 96,
Hold on, before you start, let me say this. Shit, I made it. You know what I mean? This the shit. You know what I mean? To be on this shit, I feel like I made it.
Baby.
Hey, I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm back, baby. What's happening?
He said, cover of Sports Illustrated, all the smoke, getting drafted.
I'm back, baby. Let's do it. Let's go. So my bad. You know, go ahead.
I know what it is, dog.
Like you never left. What were them AAU days like? I mean,
Goddamn
obviously
right.
Ray's in here. Me and Ray been rocking together since we was 14 on the AAU circuit, and that's some of the fondest memories of my life. I mean, AAU kind of set the foundation for everything. So what was AAU like? Tell me about the first time y'all met, and how did y'all start kicking it?
Man, you know, for me, AAU, I love AAU from the standpoint you seen other cats that really could hoop.
Yeah.
You know, like
And
he
this
said,
is
he
before
from
internet, so you had to see him for
you
real.
got to see him, like, because
yeah.
you think of you, Michael Jordan, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, in your neighborhood. So for me to be able to go and see other cats, like, damn, you know what I mean? You see cats doing some shit, you like, whoa. You know what I mean? This cat's all around that can play, you know, for me. So that's what AAU really did for me. I wasn't on a scene like that, you know what I mean? I just was in Flint. You know, I was at the parks, you know what I mean? The open runs, somebody's backyard. That's just how we was getting down in Flint. So I wasn't really on the national scene as far as AAU, but I played little local tournaments, but mainly shit, I was in Flint. We was in Flint getting after. Yeah.
What do you remember about him when you first met him?
The Nike camps. Coming to the Nike camps, you know, you got guys with all the big names, you know what I'm saying? And we knew of Mateen Cleaves, but they wasn't talking about him like that. And at the end of the camp, all they talking about is Mateen Cleaves and Baron Davis, you know what I'm saying? And that's the respect we had, you know. And in my own position, I made a name for myself the same time he was making a name for himself, you know what I'm saying? So that's what makes the memories more memorable, because it was the same time we both were doing it at the same time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And think about this, you had to get it from the mud.
Had to.
You know, it wasn't all the highlight films and putting all that stuff out, man. You had to
When
go
you
get it.
that
From,
other
you
top
see that.
dude, you had to go get it.
Y'all had to go get to it.
And they was matching us up. They was back then. They was making us play each other.
100%.
Yes, sir.
If you was that way, you wasn't ducking nobody. So you had to go see people, you know. So that was the thing that I loved about it back in the day.
Yeah.
Class of 96, arguably one of the greatest classes of all time. We've talked at length. I mean, we've
Good argument.
Rest in peace,
Hell of
Cole.
an argument.
Bibby. Who else was in that class we talked to? J.O.
Tim Thomas.
Tim Thomas.
Yep.
Shaheen.
Shaheen. Yep.
We've had a list of 96.
Yeah.
Probably more we're forgetting, but
Rip Hamilton.
Rip.
Yeah, we had Rip too.
What did it mean being in that class? And like you said, as you're going on the scene, you're kind of seeing all these dudes. And then McDonald's back in that time was the top of the mountain. So what was that McDonald's experience like for you?
Oh man, it was unreal. Like I said, because I went to Nike, that's how I made my name. But getting that, I remember getting a letter in school. You know, when
it
they
came to
come to
school.
you, they come to
was
school,
dope.
they give you a letter, and to let you know you made the team, you were selected. You know, I remember getting that, and then just with all the great players that was on that list, man, it was that shit was crazy. You know what I mean? It was one of the moments, man, that I never forget. But going to the the real shit, really the real hoop is that week
The
of practice.
practices.
You know what I
sir.
mean?
Yeah.
And I couldn't, like, I was a shell of myself, to be honest. My back was all fucked up. I wasn't even supposed to play in that game. But
What
back
happened? You got in
then,
a car accident,
got in a
right?
car accident,
Yeah.
on my recruiting visit at Michigan. That's
Really?
that's a
Tell us
whole
about that.
nother
We'll
story.
get back
shit
to
was
the
swept under
McDonald
the
side,
rug.
but
That shit was
so
swept
tell
under
us
the
about
rug. Nobody heard about
I
it.
didn't know about that. So what happened?
No,
Yeah,
nigga, we
man.
was class playing in the game, and we didn't hear nothing about it. We didn't know nothing about it.
Yep, on my recruiting visit at Michigan, we got in a car accident. Maurice Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah, he was driving. He had the old Ford Explorer Eddie Bauer, back then, and it was me, him, tractor trailer,
Rest in
Lewis
peace.
Bullock. Yeah, rest in peace, big track, real
gang,
dude.
the
Yeah,
gang.
Lewis Bullock. Yeah, 95. We all was in the car and coming back from hanging out on a recruiting visit.
As you should be.
Got in a car accident, rolled over on the highway.
Damn.
I remember seeing that and thought, I was like, man, did they die? I remember that was like big. That was a big ass deal. That was like the whole Michigan, the whole everything was in that car.
That started a lot of like the investigations against Michigan. Because the thing was, back then, Maurice Taylor called the police from a cell phone. And back then, you ain't had cell phone. He from the inner city of Detroit. Then he had the Ford Explorer Eddie Bauer. You know what I mean? So that was the thing. You know, the NCAA started well digging into it. Damn, how he got a
cell phone
and an Eddie Bauer. And so that's how a lot of that stuff started coming. I was a recruit in the visit, in the car. Yeah.
So fast forward, you end up really hurting yourself,
Yeah.
but not really knowing it. So you try to push through for the McDonald's game.
Yep. Played the McDonald's game.
Got to get on
and
TV.
I remember, God bless Winfrey Warden, man. He Detroit, that's my dog. And he was like, let's in practice, like, let's get it. And I'm like, dog, I can't. You know what I mean? I'm like, dog, I can't. I'm like,
And it
I
was
just
your back?
Yep, it was my back.
He
and
only
I was
one
getting
speed too.
Yeah, I was getting pain through the front of my leg. So I thought it was like a growing pull or something like that. But the problem, it was by nerves. That's why I was feeling it in the front.
Right.
But yeah, I couldn't do nothing. But my whole thing was, dog, I got to get to Saturday. I just want to be on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back then, there was CBS Saturday morning. I'm like, I just want to be on TV. That's it. I ain't score. I ain't even scoring that game. But I just ran up. If you go back and look at the shit, I couldn't move. I was just jogging up and down.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to be on
there.
TV. Yeah, I wasn't missing that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you remember about Kobe?
Different. Different. Like, I seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
Like, I be seeing a lot of these interviews and stuff. I got a chance to see it firsthand. And you got to think, we was all Americans, so we was some bad boys. He was, he was different.
That much better than all
and
of
how
us.
he approached it was different. He was a pro back then. He was locked in. Like, we was hooping and we had fun and all that. But we venture off and get into some of the other shit sometimes too. Yeah. Not him. It was all hoop, and he was so locked in. That dude was different.
Yeah, a teenager.
Man, cold-blooded. Yeah, unstoppable.
And he talking about, what Winfrey was talking about, let's practice hard. Like, we had that same situation. We supposed to be just walking through. And Kobe caught the ball and ripped and swung it middle hard. Boom! Everybody like, hold up, man.
I seen
like, nah, let's practice. Let's practice. Supposed to be a walkthrough.
He didn't give a fuck.
He didn't give a goddamn, nigga. It's time to go.
He hooping.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? After a couple weeks of action, are you ready for the rest of the season? If you're watching football every Sunday like me, let me put you onto some game. Head over to our partners at DraftKings Pick 6. Right now, all new customers play $5 or more on your first pick set and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. That's right, new customers. Just place $5 on your first pick set and receive $50 in Pick 6 credits. Getting started is simple. Just download the DraftKings Pick 6 app and sign up with code SMOKE. Pick at least 2 players and choose if they have more or less of a stat. Lock them in and compete against others for a shot at huge cash prizes. Go and download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and sign up with code SMOKE. The crown is yours. Let's be honest. Life throws us a lot of BS. And I can't blame people for being worked up. But let me give you some game. We don't have to let the noise ruin our chill. Turn your barbecue into a movie night or shovel that snow off your seat to watch your favorite team. Then choose chill and reach for a cold Coors Light. It's mountain cold refreshment. When life gets too hectic this season, choose chill and then reach for a Coors Light. Don't get caught up in the fall chaos. Savor the season with an ice cold and refreshing Coors Light. We were out in Colorado earlier this year to interview Prime. And let me tell you, the mountains are definitely beautiful. And when I reach for a Coors Light, I make sure that the mountains are blue. When the mountains are blue, I know that my Coors Light is cold as the Rockies. Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment, is perfect when you choose chill. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Always remember to celebrate responsibly. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/smoke. That's CoorsLight.com/smoke.
Flint, Michigan. A lot of y'all came out of there. What's that city like now?
Man, it's if you remember a few years ago, we had the water incident. You know what I mean? And people acting like the water good. It still ain't good.
Mm-hmm.
They still trying to figure it out and get it together. But shit, if Flint what it is, man, it's grimy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Shit, you get up out of there, you good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell you the crazy part too. Because I've been down there to don't give back water a couple times.
Yeah,
you know
appreciate
what I'm saying?
that too. That was real.
As soon as you get in Flint, the first thing you see is a big water
tower.
A big water tower. Yeah, this ain't Flint on it, nigga. That's the first thing you see when you get to that motherfucker.
Ain't that where Jackie Moon had his team at? The
Yeah,
Flint Tropics?
Yeah,
Flint Tropics.
Yeah. But Flint, yeah, man, it's shit, same old shit. It's grimy.
What is it about there that turns out so many professional athletes, though? It's grimy, but it's, you know what I mean, it produces greatness.
I think it's like,
Is Clarissa Shields from Flint?
that's my,
Yes,
that's Lil Sis.
yeah.
I just got
Clarissa.
connected with her the other day through Charlamagne. She
that's
want to come on the
family.
show.
She a real one.
Yeah.
Clarissa
I've been
grew
talking
up
to her for
fighting
years.
boys.
Yeah.
She that way. Yeah.
She around your age or a little bit
She
younger?
younger than me.
She's
That's my
younger?
little sis.
Okay.
She's super cool, bro.
Yeah, she a
super
real
cool,
one.
down to earth.
We used to hoop at Burston. She used to box. They had a ring downstairs and box. She used to box down there, but she used to box, fight dudes, you know, growing up. But Flint, it's just it's the mentality. You know what I mean? If you think, a lot of us was born off, our parents worked at General Motors.
MC Breed.
R.I.P. MC, a real one. A real one, yeah.
Because I'm from FLINT in the city.
Yeah. You gotta get yours. I gotta get mine.
Don't get me started.
When he
don't get me started.
Yes,
Don't get me
sir.
started.
Yeah, top authority, the Dady family. Yeah,
Let's go.
the real. Yeah, now you
Taking it back.
that get me there. I ain't getting me there. Yeah, all that. But it's like it's a mentality. Like, it's just how you cut. You know what I mean? It's like every other hood.
Yeah.
But we wired different. We so driven. You know, you so driven to get up out of there. And back when I was coming up, you know, they took care of the athletes. You know what I mean? The cats that was in the streets, you know what I mean? They kind of try to steer you away from that. That's one thing we got to get back. Now I think they kind of dragging them into the nonsense. When I was coming up, the OGs.
We had a pass.
Yeah, we had a pass. If they took care of you, you were straight. You know what I mean? Now it's a little different, but it was just a mentality, man. We had that small city complex that we had to prove ourselves everywhere we went, and that's what it was. And the shit just got real. You know, when you was hooping on the courts in the backyard, wherever it was really competitive. Starting at a young age, elementary. You know, we had it was very competitive.
Yeah. One quick question about the water, like. Why is it so difficult to get the issue resolved, bro?
Man, because they don't care.
Let's be real.
Simple. Yeah, they don't care,
simple.
man. It's a lot of inner city people there, blacks, whites, you know, whatever. They don't care. That's the problem, man. So they trying to get it right, but that whole infrastructure messed up. All of it.
For people that don't understand, let me explain this to you. Imagine going to somebody's house and they have probably 45 pallets of water stacked up in their house, and you walking around giving water, and they want that water that you give them because they got to take a bath, they got to cook, they got to do everything with that water because the water that's coming out the faucet is so poisoned that if you put it on your skin, your shit will start peeling. That's how bad it is. So just imagine living like that.
Yep, and the top dogs, the powers that be, and they knew what they was doing.
Yeah.
They just didn't care about the people. So that's the sad part. But Flint resilient, you know what I mean? Everybody staying strong. Like Clarissa came right up out of that thing.
Yep.
She doing her thing, and all the other athletes, man. I mean, if you look back, I mean, Andre Rison. People forget how great he was. That's Bad Moon Rison. That's Big Bro. He was cold-blooded. Glenn Rice, one of the best shooters to ever play in the league.
Sir.
You know, he from Flint.
Yeah.
Jeff Greer, he OG. He played, you know, so you got Roy Marble. He ended up passing away. But we got tons of pros. Mark Ingram. His daddy was a bad boy. You know what I mean? He won a championship with the 85 Giants. Then little Mark went to Alabama. But it's just, you got tons of people, man. Draymond Saginaw. But they're my cousins. We right next to each other. You can say
that's right down the street.
Jay Rich, all them boys, them my babies. Charles Rogers, he died, but them all are right. Lamar Woolley, you can go on and on about them boys too, but we like 20, 30 minutes away from each other.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dual sport athlete, quarterback. What was your style like? You were thrower, runner, both?
Yeah, both. Yeah, I could throw it.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, back then we ran a lot of options too, but I could throw it. You know, it wasn't the typical just run all the time. Being an athlete, I could throw it.
It's something about football though, because I played football too, and
you
I
was
went
a
on
bad
some
boy.
trips. Yeah, I went on some trips.
Yeah, we ain't just play.
Appreciate it. But the thing about when you go
threw you a couple touchdowns.
When you go to these stadiums, you see 85,000 or 100,000. I mean, I love basketball. I'm glad I chose basketball, but there's not. I get chills thinking about just them being in them stadiums, and you almost committed to actually play high major college football.
Yeah, that's my only regret in life, that I never got a chance to play football.
Just at least 1 year.
Yeah, and to be honest, my freshman year was so-so. I was like 10 points and 5%, so it was all right. But coming in as a McDonald's, it's a lot of hype, but people didn't know I went through the back issues and all that stuff. So me and Coach Izzo met with Nick Saban. He was the football coach at Michigan State back
at the time. Okay.
I was going to play football. If I didn't have a great sophomore season, I was going to play football that next year. But what happened was I was Big Ten Player of the Year. I was All-American, and it just took off from there.
I did the exact same thing at UCLA after my sophomore year. My sophomore year, I went out there, Bob Toledo, K. McDowell, that team. I went out there and did spring ball, ran routes for the first time in my life. It was dope. And then they started talking all this, change your dorms, not captain, won't start on the basketball. I'm just like, God damn, just because I want to play a little football. So, but that was one thing too. I mean, to this day, I'm just like, what if I would have just gave it for a year and saw what it would have happened? So it would have been dope. Draymond told us a great story about being recruited by Izzo, just a straight shooter. What was your recruitment process like with Michigan State, or who were some of the other schools you were considering going to?
Oh man, back then I was my top schools was like Syracuse, Cincinnati. You had Huggins. He recruited dogs. You know what I mean? He went after all the dogs back then. Georgia Tech, they was pumping out point guards. You know, you look at the history of Georgia Tech point guards. They had, you go back from Mark Price to K.A., Travis Best, then Steph came, and I would have been like right behind him. Who else was it? Michigan, Louisville, Florida State was another big one, and that was mainly football. Yeah, back then they had a run. They was on national TV every week. Every week, and so I was looking at them. But being recruited by Izzo, what separated him, man, he was in Flint every day. When I say every day, man, he recruited me hard. Because back then they ain't had nothing, So Draymond recruiting was a little different. He could be a straight shooter with him. With me, he was damn near begging, to be honest, because then people don't realize, like, I took a chance on Michigan State. Michigan State wasn't the prominent program that it is now. It wasn't. They ain't have, like, no top players there. Michigan had 6 or 7 McDonald's All-American on the roster. Michigan State didn't. Like, Coach Izzo didn't make the tournament before I got there. He was in his second year when I committed. So Michigan State wasn't what it was.
Well, what was it like building that team out, though, with Charlie and Mo? And this is back when you went to college for, at least 3 years, sometimes 4.
Yeah.
So what was it like kind of just going along that path? Because I say all the time, like, UCLA was some of the best, funnest times of my life, bro.
Flintstones.
Flintstones, no doubt about it. I would never change it for the world. Antonio Smith, people forget about him. He was the first one to go. Big Tom, we played together at Michigan State. He went. And then Mo Pete went. I came, and then Charlie came. And the reason I love them, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And it was special on how we did it because we got it from the mud.
Yeah,
like we wasn't know that Michigan State wasn't shit. You know what I mean? And we came in there and grinded. Coach started with Coach Izzo. He was a grinder too, but we just came in and grinded. You know what I mean? That's what it was every day. When I got there, the first thing I said, I got to change the mentality. You know what I mean? I could just tell people was used to losing. And I wasn't with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even like the open gym games, they'll play and when you lose and whatnot, didn't nobody care. So I'm like, let's start keeping track. Let's start keeping tracks of wins and losses. You know what I mean? And so that started making winning important. You know, and then just me saying I beat you every day, it got real competitive. You know what I mean? And we started changing it slowly but surely. And then it clicked. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we got something special here. And I told Coach Izzo, start going to recruit some dogs. You know what I mean? And even when we end the schedule, like I had a big part of that. People don't know that tough schedule they have. Me and Coach Izzo talked about that years. I went to him and said, start lining them up. Let's play. Like, let's scratch. Let's scratch. Because you know when you play some of them big schools, some of them other cats deer in the headlight. They nervous. So I'm like, go line them up first, get them going. And now when we play them in the tournament, we gonna be ready to roll. You know, cats ain't in awe. Like when we played Vince Carter and my sophomore year, cats there, they want the actual autograph before the game. You know what I mean? They wasn't used to none of that. Antoine Jameson and them, all that crew they had.
A whole NBA team.
Yeah. So they was like almost fanboying, but after we started lining them, you know, them tough games up early in the season, that changed everything.
Lottery players, who's feeling lucky? Get ready to try your luck with Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app. With Jackpocket, you can order official state lottery games right on your phone, making it easier than ever to win big. First, pick your favorite numbers and state lottery game. Then get a photo of your physical ticket after you order to your phone. And the best part, new customers can get a free ticket to order using Code SMOKE. That's Code SMOKE for a free Mega Millions ticket. Don't wait. Download Jackpocket now for a chance to win big. Good luck. What up, fam? It's your boy Stack 5. I want to share a quick word with you from our partners at Simply Safe. They've helped me experience peace of mind, and we want you to experience that too. We partnered with Simply Safe to give you an exclusive 50% discount. But that's not all. Also enjoy a free indoor security camera with Fast Protect monitoring. I just got my Simply Safe system installed recently, and I haven't slept so good in forever. Every night before I go to bed, I make sure I arm the system so I can go to sleep with no worries at all. Simply Safe has 24/7 live guard protection. That means their agents can act on the alarm within 5 seconds from receiving the alert. And the best part, there's no contracts, no cancellation fees, no nonsense pricing. You'll never be locked into a long-term contract, so you can cancel anytime. So if you want to have peace of mind, go to simplysafe.com/smoke to claim a 50% off discount. Also enjoy a free indoor security camera with Fast Protect monitoring. It's only for a limited time, so make sure you order today. That's simplysafe.com/smoke. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
So it seemed like you and Izzo were kind of growing on the same trajectory. You were growing as a player, and he was kind of growing as a coach.
Oh, 100%.
And putting, getting this team on the map. What is it about him that made him different and made y'all click?
He a real one. He real. Like, he really rock with you. Like, a lot of these coaches, they use you to, and then they go on to the next one. No, he really, really, really rock with you. You know what I mean? To this day. And he care about you. You know what I'm saying? That's what separated him from all the other, even being recruited. I'm like, damn, this dude sound like he care. You know what I mean? And that's how we connected. Because he was still growing as a coach. So some stuff he ain't know. But we knew he cared, so we didn't run through a brick wall for him. Yeah.
I was working on Fox, on a show on Fox, Matt, and during the episode, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Nick. Nick Wright. I was on his show, and somebody, Chris Carter. They're real cool.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
and
they are cool.
And during the episode, he said, "I got a message from you from Coach Izzo, me, talking about how much he loved my takes. He hope I continue to get more work because he liked me being a straight shooter. That made me, and I'm like, damn, I ain't never met Coach Izzo in my life, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to let you know that's the type of person he is. I've never met him in my life, but he sent a message through Chris Carter to tell me on national TV that he loved what I'm doing.
Man, he loved real. Y'all his guys. Y'all be that's what he said. Y'all his type of people.
No, I seen him at Peace Jam. So I spoke to him for a sec. Good dude.
Yeah.
In 1998, y'all lost to North Carolina. Vince Carter. How was that just losing in the Sweet 16?
It was a good experience. You know what I mean? They was out cold.
Yeah.
I thought they was gonna win.
How many pros they had on that team?
Man, you had
Shammond Williams.
Shammond was a pro.
He was a monster.
Jump was crazy.
People don't know Vince wasn't the best player on that team.
Twan was.
Twan Jamison.
Once again, Twan belongs in the Hall of Fame.
They had a
He
big
has
dude
20,000
too, right?
points and 20,000 rebounds, I think. So he belongs in the Hall of Fame.
10,000, right? Who was the big?
Surge. It's Surge.
They had the big African.
Njai.
Yeah.
Maktar?
He went to every best college.
Was it Maktar?
Yeah.
Maktar,
He was at Michigan, then transferred there. Yeah.
Best college career ever. Like, to not be getting the dub.
Yeah.
Like a point. Ed Cota.
Ed Cota went lead.
Oh, Ed Cota was cold. That's 96.
That's five. That's our class. That's our class. He's McDonald's game too. Ed Cota, people don't even know, dog.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, our class is ridiculous, dog.
Yeah, but 90s, but that was a hell of an experience. You know what I mean?
Sweet 16.
To get there and see it. And I remember we lost, and I was like kind of frustrated. And Coach Izzo, I'll never forget this. He came in the locker room. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Man, we ain't sure. We should have played better, blah, blah, blah." And he was like, "Well, how can you get mad at some of them players when you walk by their dorm room that whole summer before that, working on your game,
and then bringing them
but
in the
then
gym.
take nobody with you?"
Yeah.
We had that conversation one time. It was over
good.
from that. It was up. After that, it was 8, 9 cats in the gym.
Yeah.
And not just me. Now I'm grabbing everybody, calling everybody, meet me at the gym. So that we learned a lot from that. Because see, sometimes you think you Superman, but when you go up against a team like that, they was doubling me, tripling me, taking the ball out of my hand. And so that made me grow so much. It's like, oh, no, you can't be no real teams by yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You better get somebody else, you know what I mean, to come to the table.
Yeah.
You know, and that, so we grew from that little butt kicking. Yeah.
99, losing to Duke. Elton Brand, Trajan Langdon, Shane Battier.
Another team I thought was going to win it all. I thought Duke was the best team.
You made it back to the Final Four, though.
They was out cold, So yeah, we grew from that, got to the Final Four that following year. That's something I pride myself on.
Yeah.
Too. My teams got better.
That's a big adjustment.
Yeah,
that's a big
my
adjustment,
teams got
bro.
better every year.
That's
I do
a big
pride
adjustment.
myself on that. But we playing, they was so, man, it's like you scouting them, it's like, damn, they was so good. William Avery, lottery pretty much. Corey Maggette, lottery. Shane Battier. Elton Brand. Like Trajan Langdon.
Trajan was
bro, they had a squad.
Yeah.
I don't know how they didn't win it. I know Ripping them got down on them that next game.
But Ripping them had some pros too.
They did. And some dogs.
Yeah. Hey. That boy was on one there. Khalid Amin was on one there, boy. He was on one there, bro.
He had game.
And a wet curl.
Yeah.
bro, did you make rookie game?
League? I played the rookie game.
Remember how was it Steve Francis or Baron Davis doing Khalid Amin like that?
Yeah, both of them.
Oh
they was going at it. Yeah.
Throwing it around him.
Yeah,
they don't have that.
Yeah.
Hey, but it was a bad game for him because Steve Francis came out and Baron Davis came in like it was a bad game for him.
That was tough.
It was bad, but it was specifically bad for him.
Yeah. Hey, but they're bringing that game up. That shit was funny, man. Because I think back. I there and it was still buzzing.
Yeah.
Like from the night before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, we went crazy. We had our whole floor. We told them about the story. Then we
the open door party?
The open door floor, dog.
We was doing it. And then we had money. I ain't never had no money.
That was our first year in the league,
I had about 20,000 on me.
Yeah, man.
I was fooling. Yeah. I did it.
We was acting up, bro.
I was taking limos right across the street.
Yeah.
I couldn't walk.
He said across the street.
Across the street.
We was living, bro. We learned, dog. No bullshit.
I did it.
No bullshit, nigga.
I did it. I ain't gonna even lie. I had to go in there and wash my face at halftime, like to try to come back. Like,
nigga, we graduated high school same year,
Yeah.
nigga. We ended up in the rookie game same year. Nigga.
That was
crazy,
magical.
Nigga. That was crazy.
I'll never forget it, man. Been blessed for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
2000, y'all beat Mike Miller and Udonis Haslem in Florida. I mean, they was on one at Florida.
I think they went back to back after that, right?
Yeah, after that.
Yeah.
Or a
Well,
year
Horford
or
and them,
two.
it was a couple years.
Was it?
Yeah.
Horford and them came.
Mike Miller got one for sure, though. Yeah.
Mike Miller got him one?
Yeah, so I'm talking, you're right. It was Horford and
No, Mike
Joe
Miller ain't
Joe
get
Kim.
one.
Yes, he did.
Brewer.
Didn't Joe Kim?
Jamison
Didn't
Brewer.
Mike Miller win a championship?
Mike Miller was in the same draft with us.
Mike Miller
in
went out
2000.
in Florida.
So he was gone.
That was Hartford, Joakim, and
Brewer.
Brewer.
Yeah.
All them,
They had
that Florida
a
team went crazy.
Florida teams were good.
They were nice. They used to make
Yeah,
them
they was
run.
cool.
Oh, they was cold.
That was
like
cool.
they had Mike Miller. They had Udonis Haslem. Matt Bonner was on that team, and Donnell Harvey.
UD did win the college championship.
Darnell Harvey
was a dog.
UD did win the college championship, bro.
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
No, UD didn't.
Hey.
He always put me in the head like every time I see him.
Darnell
I took it from him.
Oh, you took it from him. Okay, all right.
He had 28 on us, though. He was killing us.
Yeah.
Darnell Harvey was a fucking monster.
Animal, dog. Hey, he was an animal,
He was a
dog.
first-round pick that year.
Country-ass nigga.
Yeah.
Rebounding energy for days.
Bro.
First round.
Gerald Wallace type.
He was first round.
Gerald
that
Wallace
year.
type.
Yep. So they had a squad.
Lefty, too.
But we
What'd that feel like, though? I mean, this is, you finally got it. And like you said, every year y'all got better and you reached the pinnacle your last year.
man, I'd take you right before the game, and I was tripping. Like, it's on. It's on. And the hardest,
This is your senior year?
my senior year, yup. And the toughest thing about that national championship game is it's so late. So you waiting around,
All
like,
day.
you want to play. Like, and the game at like 9 o'clock. And you're like, damn, I just want to get out here. But like playing in that game, Florida was good, but they was younger. You know, we was battle tested. We had been there. We was so locked in. We wasn't losing. We was not losing to them. You know, we was so dialed in. The game plan was right. Everything was on point. Tom Crean was our assistant, so he always had us on point. But everybody, Scott was unreal. So we was always prepared. But we was so locked in, and at that point, it was like, shit, let's get it. You know what I mean? It's time to hoop. You know what I mean? Lay it all on the line. And we knew they was talented, but like I said, we looked at them. People didn't think we could run with them. And that's how we wanted to play. People ain't know. And the Big Ten, they just slowed us down. They was sending 2-3 people back. You know, they wasn't sending nobody to the boards. So they was trying to keep us in the half court. And they was saying, well, Florida's going to press. And shit, as a point guard, you take that personal. You know what I mean? Press. I got that. You know what I mean? I ain't worried about that. So playing them, that was our style. We wanted to get up and down. And with Mo Pete, you know, Charlie Bell, the athletes we had Mike Chappelle that transferred over from Duke. Jay Rich was a baby. That's my baby. That's a little bro. We had them guns on the wings. And for me, I would just pick, you know what I mean? That was easy money for me. But that was a hell of a feeling, man. I'll never forget watching that time roll off that clock. And it's like, damn. You know, we did it. I did it. You know, because I grew up watching the Final Fours every year, watching, you know, one shining moment, and you dream about that moment, man. And I was tripping out.
It's kind of like the football shit because in the Final Four you play in front of like 85,000.
Yeah,
like
different.
It's
triple.
way different.
Court raised, you in the dome.
Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching the Final
sound
Four.
on that floor is different. Even when you watch it on TV.
You hit the rims, the ding. You hit the rim. They got the mics up on the rim. No, it's different.
That shit changed my life. Even to this day, man, there's people that can't tell you what NBA team I played for. And I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? I ain't got no problem with that. Right. That changed my life. Yeah, I'm still going out. Man, it'll be our 25th year reunion coming up this year.
Dope, okay.
And I'm still out, people like Michigan State. You know what I mean? They just that changed my life. And the way I forgot, you know, I had the injury in it, so that helped too. You know,
that's right.
Coming back with the ankle injury and coming back from that. But, you know, at that point, I wasn't tripping about that. Right. Shit, we got to win. You know, let's lock in. Let's get to it. So that changed my life. That was a magical moment. That's something I wish everybody, just playing in the Final Four or winning the national championship, I wish everybody could experience that. Right?
We've been on the road a lot in our careers. And it doesn't matter how many times I fill my suitcase, I never know what to pack. And the hardest thing to pack is the toiletries. Do I bring my tiny shampoo, face wash, and body wash? Do I pour my shampoo into a travel-sized bottle? Where do I even get those from? Lucky for me, Mando has a 4-in-1 acidified cleansing bar that has made my travel life easier. It's a 5-ounce bar that works as a shampoo, face wash, body wash, and deodorant. It's clinically proven and controls odor for up to 24 hours, and is formulated with a gentle alpha hydroxycut acid that stops odor at the source. Regular soaps can't do that because the pH is too high. I might not know exactly what that means, but I know it works. This simplifies your hygiene routine, and it's the only thing you really need to pack. I like Mount Fuji and bourbon leather. I like using Mando right after the gym, and my girl even said I smell nice. Mando is a whole body deodorant. It's safe to use anywhere on your body. Pits, package, stinky crevices, I mean anywhere. And Mando is American made. Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid deodorant stick, cream tube deodorant, and 2 free products and free shipping. Lucky for you guys, I have a discount code to help you get hooked on my new favorite smelling body deodorant. New customers get $5 off the starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use code SMOKE at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com.
Don't miss the new Hulu original drama La Máquina, starring Diego Luna, Gael Garcia Bernal, and Isa Gonzalez. La Máquina is the first Spanish-language original series from Hulu. In their long-awaited on-screen reunion, Gael and Diego play lifelong friends, one a boxer and the other his crafty manager, making one last attempt at glory in the ring. But to make it to fight night, they must confront a mysterious underworld organization, raising the stakes to life or death. All episodes of La Máquina are streaming now on Hulu.
I know you and I know Magic, and people can put their own interpretations on stuff. Explain this picture to me, though. Explain that picture to me. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. It looks crazy.
That's where you want to take it?
I'm just saying it looks crazy.
Let me get this.
Let me get this one. Let me get this one.
He said you got to explain
Let me get this one. I know that's why I live with. I know you and I know Magic. Y'all my boy. This looks crazy.
You know what? That was
crazy.
It looked crazy, but
I know what it is. We know the
some
moment.
That's shit right there, man.
Hell yeah, nigga.
Because that's
that guy.
That's that dude.
That's that dude.
Telling me you him.
I'm proud of you. Yeah. Yes, sir.
You did it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
that's
sir.
That dude telling
Ain't
me.
nobody did it since I done it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
At this point in time, he's Magic Johnson.
Yes,
yeah.
Just not the same, but he's Magic.
He's really.
Can't nobody else make him feel better in that moment but Magic.
Yeah, that's it. And he told me in that picture, you don't even realize what you just did. He said it's gonna get better the older you get. It's gonna get better every year. And he ain't lying. Every time I watch it, the Final Fours, I still get chill bumps because they come back to me. But he was just telling me like, yeah, I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? And you'll see every year as you get older, you're gonna appreciate this more and more.
Did you win state championships in high school?
Oh yeah,
Football?
Jacktown, a winner.
Yeah.
Straight winner, Jack. A winner. That's what I do.
Full time on every level. Yeah, that's why I asked. That's why I asked.
Football, but basketball, we won the state championship. Yeah. So I was almost with Sacramento.
Yeah.
We going to the Lakers.
We gonna get there.
Yeah, okay, okay, my bad.
Yeah, we gonna get there.
But I pride myself on winning.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Goddamn right.
Yeah.
What was your introduction to the NBA like in the 2000s? You was drafted by the Pistons and ended up with the Kings.
Yeah.
Controversial loss in the West Conference. Talk about all that.
What controversial?
Yeah, when y'all cheated.
Yeah.
I want to know what it's like to get drafted.
I'm Ron Burgundy. I'm just.
I want to know what it's like to get drafted to pretty much your hometown team.
Yeah.
What's that like?
That was cool.
Right.
Yeah, to get drafted by the Pistons. You know, I'm a Bad Boy fan. Grew up admiring, Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boys and all of them. I was lucky to grow up where I grew up at to watch the Fab Five, to see them and to see Isaiah Thomas and them. I just thought, like, damn, that's just how you play basketball.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's just how you do it. So I was blessed, and then to get drafted by the Pistons was crazy. You know what I mean? That's a dream come true to get drafted in the league regardless, but Pistons, my hometown team.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I don't even got the words to explain on what that was.
What that draft party was like.
It was crazy.
I know because I know him.
Me and Mo P,
I know him.
Me and Mo P had a draft party together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Mo P is one of my favorite human beings in the world, by the way. You too? Yep. It's me and Jelani. Mo P, you are one of our favorite human beings, bro. One of the coolest dudes ever.
Real, that's my baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We had a draft party together. And see, Mo P had a lot of girls too, so he brought them out.
Yeah.
He brought them out back then.
That's Mo P.
But no, we had a good time. Flint showed up, man. Flint rocked with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Heavy.
we kept it 100. You know what I mean? We Flint to the core. So they always showed up and supported us. So that was big time. Yeah, that was something special. And getting there and playing my rookie year, that was cool too.
Who was on the team at that time?
Stak to the rack. Stak to the rack.
Stack to the
That
rack.
was a bad boy.
Yeah.
Stak led the league in scoring that year.
Hey, Stack was a
Stack.
Game.
G Hill had just left. I tell him all the time, G Hill, you stay. I'm in the league for a long time.
Yeah.
I got Stackhouse right here.
Yeah.
G Hill on one side. I'm in the league. I'm top in assists in the league. If I'm, the way I played, you know what I mean? My style, I was.
Yeah.
But he had just left, and Stak was the man. We had Mike Curry was an OG.
OG Mike Curry.
Yeah, OG Mike Curry. Yeah, Chucky Atkins. That's my dog. Yeah. Yep, Jerome Williams was on that team.
Dog.
But yeah, Dana Burrows, old school. Yeah. We didn't have a good year at all. But like you said, I think earlier, I ended up getting traded that summer. And that was eye-opening because I learned it's a business real quick. And Joe Dumars, I thought was my man, you know what I mean? But it's business, you know what I mean?
And what do you think when it's all the way to Sacramento, too?
Ah, man, that was rough. And it ain't really fit my style. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, man, you sent me to Sac. That ain't my style. They already had just traded for Mike and Bobby Jackson, so they had the PGs on point, to be honest. They was already locked in.
But the bigs were the playmakers on that team.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No doubt about it.
Hands.
And one thing I do respect about Sacramento, I always remember their front office they was honest. They was like, hey, we got Mike Bibby, we got Bobby, we love the way they play. They fit our style better. We gonna go with them. You come in, compete every day. And we'll see what happens. But they was real. So at least I knew my role. So what I did was my whole focus, okay, well, how do I impact this team? How do I ain't finna come in here and just do nothing? I gotta have impact. And to be honest, ask Webb, ask Mike, ask them, I was one of the leaders on the team.
Yeah.
And that's odd, because I didn't really play that much. You know what I mean?
It's always like that.
Yeah.
That's just your natural personality, though.
Locker room,
Yeah.
For real.
No doubt about it.
Like Matt Barnes, like a Steven Jackson, you can have like your Hall of Fame players, but
they listen.
People like this.
Because you lead by example. You just play hard.
Yeah.
When you play hard,
and
people
our
follow that shit.
Was real.
Hell yeah.
Like we competed. Like
They
I
said
went at them boys.
That second team used to get that ass, though.
Ooh, yeah. All the time. I wanted to, because we wanted to play.
So who was that? So was that a young Peja, young Hito?
Man, Peja was starting, but young Hito Turkaloo, Gerald Wallace.
Yeah,
man.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah.
We used to be at
Scott Pollard.
Scotty P.
Yeah, Wallace was my dog.
We used to be at it.
So that Laker team, I don't mean to make it about me, but I'm at UCLA at the time. So I'm fighting I'm obviously grew up a huge Laker fan, but obviously being in Sac, I grew on that team, and I used to play with y'all in the summertime with Webb and all them dudes and work out. So I'm over here battling Laker fans and wanting the Kings to win. And then we got a member of one of the Lakers, he was on the team at that time, someone hold the computer back there. What was that playoff series, and particularly that battle with them, like from Kobe getting sick to the referees to a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
And the Kings, all bullshit aside, were probably the best team in the league that year.
Yeah.
With all due respect.
And he back that time, man, y'all lost, man. Let it go.
Yeah.
That's basically what he
Yeah. Hey, but you know who was refereeing Game 6?
Scott, the famous.
Yeah.
And Donahue was
Donahue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Donahue was reffing Game 6. That's what I was talking about. Not Scott Foster.
I think our series was when they started really investigating him.
What would it look like for a Sacramento Kings team or the Lakers to win a championship?
Yeah.
It's always the business. It's always the business.
Marketing.
But let's talk about that.
Yeah.
It's always the business. What was that series like?
Man, it was that whole season was crazy. Because it was, if you remember, that's when Doug Christie and Rick Fox got into a fight in the preseason.
Yeah.
Preseason.
Yeah.
Oh, that squabble was in preseason?
Preseason. When he in a real game.
That
happened in preseason, dog?
In a real game.
That was a preseason game.
That was one of them on sites.
Yeah.
The light skin version of it.
Yeah.
That
That had to have been some beef before the game, though.
Yeah,
it was the year before, right?
It was just the years of playing each other, the battles.
Some light skin shit.
But Doug is with the shit, though.
Light on light crime.
Doug
was with it 100%.
Yeah, but a cool ass dude, though.
Light on light crime.
Super good dude. But it got real. It started, I think, even the year before that. But man, it was on site. Whenever we seen them, I remember Mike Bibby. Hell, one time we was going to the bus, and he was kind of hanging out in the arena before he went to the bus. He was like, "They out there." Like, who? Because I was with it. You know what I mean? I was with it 100. They knew I was gonna get down. So Mike, like, they out there. I'm like, who? He's like, Shaq boys. They waiting by the bus. Let's roll. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, go down. I'm with you though. We finna get on this bus. You know what I mean? So, but it was like that. It was major beat. They was calling us the Queens, and they had their little shit, but they was scared of us. I don't care what they say. They know, because the way we played, it was. I mean, you got Golden State now. We was kind of like that back. You know, our style of play, the ball
Bigger
movement.
team, though. Bigger team,
Webb
though.
was bigger team. Webb was
on
so
top.
good.
Oof.
He made everybody around
Talk
him
about
better.
how good, because I mean, obviously the homie, friend of the program, we doing some work with him, but I don't think he gets the love. Before Webb's knee injury, Webb was a motherfucking problem,
man,
bro.
out cold. Webb was so good. He made everybody around him better. I'm talking about passing it. He posts, he hit, make plays off the bounce. Webb was so good. You know what I mean?
He's one of the best basketball players of all time.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah, all day. He
Definitely one of the best passing big men ever.
Oh, easy. He
The
made
bonus.
us, out of all them great players on that team, Webb made everybody better.
Yep.
He did. He was the dude. And that's why our team was so close, because Webb was he was the
too,
man.
the
He's so
OG.
cool. He
Yeah.
took care of everybody, made sure everybody was in, you know. But Webb was so good. And then you have Lottie OG, Doug Christie, Bobby, Mike. Everybody on that team, dog, was so good and really good at what they did. But playing the Lakers, you talking about dog fights. You know what I mean? Every possession counted. Every possession. And we had them, man. We had them. I ain't one of them just try to blame the rest, but we got screwed. We did, man. We got screwed.
Number 8 wasn't taking off on y'all?
He was
doing his thing.
He was doing his
I
thing.
know he was.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
him and Doug Christie had defense.
Yeah.
But Kobe was different. And Doug made him earn everything he got.
They're studying Doug's defense. My room, he would have his door open because he got the security, bro. He was up there studying Doug's defense.
How he guarding him?
Where he closes out. Maniacal shit. It's like, bro, what's wrong with you?
Because Doug was one of those guys, he close up here, nigga.
Yeah.
When he close out, ain't no arms length, he coming here.
Yeah, he was one of the first dudes was showing me how he timed dribbles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, damn, man, he's taking the ball from these cats that can play.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, how is you taking the ball from these dudes who really can play, you know? And he was timing their dribbles, but like them battles was crazy. But our team, I'm gonna stand on that. We was the best team that year, man. We got robbed. I'm gonna stand on that. People can have their opinion, whatever, but fuck that.
Yeah.
I feel like we got robbed.
Yeah.
We was the best team that year.
What are your memories from LeBron's rookie year? 2004.
Different. Like I gave him a nickname.
Different?
I gave him a nickname Heaven Sent.
Yeah.
Like God said you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't get that good.
Early.
Out
the gates.
early, right out the gate. 18 coming out of high school. Ain't nobody think. I was like, nah, man, he can't be that good. He gonna be good in the league, but shit, man, I'm in practice with this boy. I'm like, woo. He was the real deal. And I'm talking
As a baby.
As a baby, he knew it. He knew he had a great feel for it. Athletic, get where he wanted to get. You know what I mean? He was different. That's why I used to call him Heaven Sent. Like God just said, you dog.
Yeah.
The build, athletically.
260 and change.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever got cut.
Yeah.
Cleveland. I was behind. No, anyway.
Yeah,
But I was like, damn, he's a kid.
Yeah.
He's 260 the whole shit. I'm like, man, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Like running like a deer, too.
Said it's like this is a can't miss thing. Now I was on some bullshit too. Like he gonna be good, but when I saw the pressure, I was like, oh yeah, never mind.
That's why I say all I can say is Heaven Sent. Like God said, him, man, he got to steal. We was playing, I think it's Dallas. Michael Finley tried to chase him down. Like he looked back, and like he was at like top of the, he just one step took off. Boom! I was like.
Landing, then he'll just land and run.
He just run the other way. Like he was Heaven Sent. Simple. That's what it is, right there. God said you can't practice and get that good.
Yeah, you got to just have that. Yeah.
That's
what you can't teach.
Nah, you can't do it. LeBron was, I'm blessed to, to be able to say I played with him. That's when I'm speaking to people and doing that, I throw that name out there. Play with LeBron, baby. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yes,
Post basketball, business.
Yeah.
If you're trying to win,
Tap in.
nigga. That's what you talking about, nigga. You trying to win, tap in. Tell the motherfuckers.
Yes, sir.
So you do some work with Matt Ishbia and his group, but what is business of basketball mean to you now that you're done, and if you don't mind sharing doing some of the stuff you're doing?
Oh man, you know what? I'm blessed. I'm blessed, man. I was been able to do broadcasts and got into music a little bit. Did some things there, but man, my real blessing is now. Like Matt Ishbia, he's a real one. He is a real one. Like if you a player in the NBA, you want to get to the Phoenix Suns.
Were y'all there at the same time?
Yes, that's my little brother.
Okay.
Yeah, man. He was on our championship team.
Okay.
That's my little brother, man.
Right.
And he had always been talking to me about getting in the mortgage industry and doing stuff. And I'm like, mortgages, that don't even seem fun. But he's such a visionary, man. He had the vision, and he told me what he started was a leadership development team at his company, UWM. We the #1 overall lender in America. So we winning again. But his vision was like, I want you to come to my company and help lead my leaders. I want you to show our leaders how to get the best out of other people. So that's what I do, in the mortgage industry. But he's a visionary, man. He's such a real one. He came and got me, man, when a lot of people, scattered, and he came like, let's roll. I got a good thing going. I want you a part of it. Let's go win another championship. So he a real one. So I'm working in the mortgage industry now, and we killing it. We killing the game, man. We got a good thing going. I'm talking about from Matt to all of our senior executives to all of our team members. It's like we got over 8,000 people at our company, and we family. It's like everybody, like we do it like the hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this your brother, this your sister. Like
because of you.
Yeah, that's how we doing it. Yeah, that's the culture that we got there.
But to think about that, I mean, obviously to be a great college athlete, win a championship, to make the NBA, and then post-career to pay to be you. Like, I want you to rub off on my possibly billion-dollar company. Like, what does that feel like?
Man, it's a great feeling. You know what I mean? And it's
you know how to win.
That
whole life.
Yeah.
If you want to win,
tap in.
God damn it.
You trying to win,
tap in.
Baby. You know what
That's
I mean?
the shit,
Get your mind right, keep your grind tight. That's how we get to it.
Yes, sir.
But I'm blessed to be able to do the same thing I did hooping.
Yeah,
I'm just doing
it
it in corporate America now. Being a leader. That's
dope.
what he brought me in. And it started with him, though, because he's so humble. He set the stage. Because he's such a humble dude, a hard-working guy. You know what I mean? And everybody else in our company, that we all follow that.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's such a real one, man. And everybody love him. Like, we all run through a brick wall for him. Like I said, with the Coach Izzo effect, like, he care about you.
Yeah.
That's how all 8,000 of our employees feel.
Yeah.
Like, he
That's how it's supposed to be.
he there in the building, sitting at lunch with people, know everybody's name in the building. He's like that. You know what I mean? So that environment that we got there is something that we took from sports,
Right.
you know what I mean, in Michigan State, and now we got a building of over 8,000 people, and everybody rock with each
What's
other.
his hoop game like?
He can hoop.
Can he?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Matt can play. I always tell people, you know what I mean, at Michigan State, it was pros. You had myself, Charlie Bell, Mo Pete, Jay Rich, you know what I mean? So Matt was a little undersized. He could, at a mid-major, he would have played. Yeah. He just a little undersized, but Matt got game.
That's dope.
Yeah, owners can't no owner.
No.
They ain't even close to him.
Nah, I can't say
none of them. Nah, he'd kill all that. He'd kill all that. But Matt can play. He got game.
That's dope. Well, man, we appreciate your time. We moving on to quick hitters. So first thing to come to mind, let us know.
Bet.
Fill in the blank. Mateen Cleaves wouldn't be here without.
Great parents. I say great parents. My
Damn
upbringing.
right. Yeah.
My mother and daddy instilled the self-confidence in me at an
Made a
early
dog,
age. So
yeah.
I say, my parents, baby.
Love it. Shout out to mom and pops. One thing you wish you were better at?
One thing I wish I was better at. Damn. That's when you're a little arrogant, you know what I mean? This is a tough question.
I can do it all, nigga. I can do it all.
Yeah.
Still winning.
Yeah.
Let me think.
One thing I wish
I've done this.
better at.
Was great at this.
Yeah. And I'm joking when I say that, y'all. One thing I wish I was better at.
Mortgages.
100%. I would say, mortgage, learning more than mortgage. I'm learning now, getting better at it. Yeah, so that's on the way.
Childhood crush.
Ooh, dang. My wife's gonna see this too, so I got to be careful.
But it's childhood, though.
Childhood.
Crush. Yeah, childhood crush.
My child.
Teenage.
Man, you know who? Man, Janet Jackson. Janet.
Come on, man.
Someone just said Janet not too long ago.
Janet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Control.
Oh,
Kenny.
Yeah.
One album you can listen to with no skips.
Oh man, you got to go pop.
Tell you what type of nigga
Me
he
against
is.
the world.
Look.
Like all of them. You know what I mean? But Pop. Yeah. Pop all
That's
day.
it.
Yeah.
That's his dog.
Yeah. Pop.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure.
That you could share.
No, right? They can't get indicted in this one. Guilty pleasure. Dang, man.
Make you think.
Yeah. I would probably, man, just keep it like, I mean, shit, sweets, man.
Sweets.
Yeah, eating, eating.
Yeah.
I love sweets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm on the get better diet
He
right
trying.
now.
He trying.
It sucks.
Yeah.
If you could see one guest on our show, who would it be?
But
You have to help us get your answer on the show.
Damn, one guess. Shit, y'all done had everybody on here, man. It's been a lot of people.
We said some names that we haven't heard.
Yeah.
Talk to
Man, Jordan got to come on this show, man.
you can call him and tell him.
Michael Jordan.
It's got to be someone you know that you
Somebody
can
I
call and tell.
know.
that you can
Y'all
call.
already had Magic.
Yeah.
C-Web, y'all already had
Yeah.
Web.
I mean, Jay Rich, Izzo,
Jay
Matt.
Rich,
I mean, there's
yeah.
some motherfuckers in your circle. Yeah.
Izzo, for
Yeah.
sure. You can make Izzo happen.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we want Coach Izzo.
Yeah. Y'all got to get Matt Ishbia
That's what I
and
said,
Coach
Matt.
Izzo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Matt for sure. We would love to
Yeah.
have Matt as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
y'all
sure.
got to get both of them.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. Love
Thank you for
y'all.
your time.
Love the
Thank
show.
you.
Love what
Thank
y'all
you.
doing.
Thank you,
know
bro.
that, boy.
Keep getting to
Yes,
it,
sir.
baby.
Yes, sir. Man, that's a
Yeah.
wrap. Mateen Cleaves, man. One of just the good dudes in the game, man.
My brother. Tell him one time, if they what?
If you're trying to win, tap in.
Yeah, right
Damn
there.
it. That's a wrap.
Uh-huh.
Catch us on all the Smoke
Yeah,
Productions and the DraftKings Network, man. We'll see y'all next week.